Well, welcome back to the channel. It's been about a week since I've been out, so this thing has had a lot of time to dry up. If you haven't done so, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and also turn on your notifications. We do come out with a new video every Friday morning, so if you want to keep up on things, do that. So what we're going to end up doing today is, matter of fact, it's a little cold out here. I've got the heaters on, just came out, but we actually got some snow, and there was a little more out here. Everything was covered. But what I'm going to do today, I'm going to take all of these clamps off, and then we're going to start putting in this center line. So let's just get things prepared and start going. Okay, so it has come out really good. I need to determine which side. It probably doesn't matter which side that's on. Of course, this has got to be sanded down just to kind of make it smoother and nicer and make the color nice. But one of the things that we're going to do is we're actually going to... I've got quite a bit of this. Not as much as what I thought. So we'll come down and put this in somewhere in here. I'll have to think about whether I want to take and bring that all the way in. I'm not quite sure I could get a good clean, maybe. Something to think about, But then so that's basically what we're looking at right there. So it could be really nice. I think the biggest thing is that we definitely need to make sure this all lines up. And so we'll do that because that's gonna really definitely kind of determine what that looks like. It kind of bows a little bit, but not too bad. But here's one thing that I did notice, which of course, with my skills, it's not that way. But that's going to be nice just right there. So I did follow that all the way through. So I think maybe that's probably what we need to do at the front there, is to also trim that out. So that's going to be a little treat to do. Not bad. I think what I'll end up doing is probably getting this cut in and then determine how I'm going to put this in. So I'll just start thinking away and seeing what I can find. So I'm probably not going to show the camera too much on this until I really get into how I'm going to do it. And then once I do, I'll turn it back on and kind of tell you where I've been. So after deciding what I wanted to do, I'm actually going to take and just kind of take this utility knife and kind of whittle this down. Because I can't take a saw to it because I would cut off the walnut. So if I just take my time and kind of whittle this, I do have to kind of watch out because I am kind of getting into that. Because I also want to kind of do a convex or, rounded so that it'll fit nice and tight in there. Or as tight as I could probably get it. filler is my friend. Although, you know, from what I keep reading, is if there are gaps in there, just, you know, fill it with epoxy. I mean, I've seen some of these boat builders that'll take and do a V shave and put new wood in with any of those gaps. And, you know, that's maybe something that I'll need to figure out, especially if the boat takes water. It's never a good sign. I do have to kind of figure out how I'm going to take and get this pointed. So, boy, that is just right on there. Just time. Get down so far and then also sand that. That'll also be good. Yep, that'll work. That'll work. So I'm going to get this other side and then I'll come back and we'll see how much nicer it is. Well, for some degree I've got that taken care of. Now the next step to really get that kind of solid in there is to trim this out, so that I can then get it in there to really see. So I'm going to take and I'm going to cut right here, but I'm going to cut as straight as possible and as narrow as possible so that I can then get that little piece in there. Okay, as you can see, we've got that cut out. It's kind of the moment of truth. I think we can get there. It's going to take a little bit. I have to do just a little bit more work. But I think I may be able to get this to do okay. So that's going to be my next step. And quite a bit of work there. I certainly have enough of this. This wouldn't do the back, but there's got to be something that I could do with this. There could be some more side pieces that I could, you know, put a little design in amongst some other heavy walnut or something like that. So one of the things that I did is I cut this pretty proud, and then I'm probably just going to go in with the sander and just kind of sand it in a little bit. Well, we will see how well this kind of fits, or at least gives us a good idea of what we need to do. So the one thing that I am seeing is, I mean, this is starting to expand, which that's okay. I mean, I'm gonna bring it back, but so I'm getting there. Kind of see where we need to be. So I'll try to figure out what's the best way to do that. I still think the sander is, because it'll just fall right under that lip. So that's what I'll continue doing. Okay, I actually think that we have got this in here taken care of. I've got this taken care of. I am going to have to find a way to clamp this. And then also, I want to be real careful about putting in staples here. I think if it's just going to be a difficult one. I think if I I just don't want to put staples in this. I guess I could take and use my little stapler, so I'm not really driving in some heavy staples. I'll do that. But I'm going to go ahead and glue this up, and then I'll find a way to clamp this. If I can clamp it tight enough, it'll be pretty good to kind of keep it into a good spot. I think one of the things that I am going to do is I am going to buy some little pink brushes, and I guess they're really the old brushes that you would use with a welder. Just be so much more helpful if I had a large barn. But where would the challenge be? I'm gonna be good with that. Kind of show you what I've got. You know, I'm not too concerned that this is kind of up a little bit, because that could easily be sanded down. I do want to check this. Probably gonna have to put some more glue in that, but it's going to be good. Now the big question is, and I think I may want to wait on this. So what I mean is, from a weight standpoint, is I'd like to have all of this out of the way before I put this on. just because I need to make sure that this is going to be straight with this here. And I'd like to run a line down through that as well. So actually, I think this is all we're going to do today. We're going to let this dry. We'll come back out tomorrow and see what else we can get taken care of. But I think the only other things, I'm going to saw these off a little bit just so that it's a little bit more manageable. And I think that's it for today. So we will catch you tomorrow. So I see a little curvature there, but I think that's just the wood. And so what I'm going to do is, to kind of really fix that, is I'll get everything glued in place. And then I'll take, and I think I'll staple in a few certain areas to kind of straighten that out. So this actually fits really well. I've heated up the glue. But I definitely feel like the bonding properties have gone away because of the temperature. So I've got to find a way to either keep this warm that's the thing. How do we keep it warm? Okay. Now then, I need to make sure this is straight. I'll do this, probably run a line, but then I'll end up figuring out how I'm gonna then take and staple this in. Just put one staple in, and that should be able to make it straight.
Thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe, hit that thumbs up, and turn on those post notifications to receive all the notices of all the upcoming episodes.